Hey guys, it's Hannah. Okay, so, this was not the requested video, but, I felt like I needed to do it because, I really wanted to. So, this video is titled, wherever the title is, Breakups. And, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So, I have had 13 boyfriends, 2.5, not like I dated half a person, but like just a sort of girlfriend. So 2.5 girlfriends, and I've only been broken up with twice. One was Danny, and one was Lila. And they both sucked. Danny I was a lot more upset about was like the fact that it broke my streak. I was going for like a really long time without being broken up with, and he broke my streak. I was like, what gives? So, that sucked. But it wasn't that bad, mainly because, our relationship was basically like physical and we had fun, but it wasn't like love at all. That relationship was crap. No offense. He was a good kisser, but nothing extraordinary. So, and then with Lila, I was really sad because a lot of reasons. My phone's buzzing. Alright, so. Dang it, I wish I had a video editor because I just got really ADD and you guys are probably really bored now. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyways. So, Lila sucked for 3 main reasons. One, that was the first real relationship ever. I'd finally figured myself out. I knew that I wanted to date a girl, and I finally got to. It was more than just, because I've had a lot of just strictly physical relationships, and it's more like friends with benefits, but, we called it like a relationship. So the second thing was, it was pretty emotional. 2 girls, you're going to have a lot of emotions up in there, but even with my other girlfriend, it was like just physical. But there was a lot of emotion in that, for me at least. I can't speak for Lila, but I definitely actually really liked her, and that was like the first time, because, up until like 6th grade, I'd always liked guys that wouldn't like me back, and then in 6th grade, I started liking girls, and the only girl that I really liked, she couldn't like me back. That's a long story, but, and so, basically, I never really got the chance for a real relationship, where I liked the person and they liked me back, and it was great. And so, the thing about Lila and I was, it seemed too perfect, and I think that's where we went wrong, because all relationships are going to have their ups and downs, and nothing's going to be perfect. So, now I'm going to talk about the actual breakup for anyone. This is just in general. Now, I've only been broken up with twice, but from what I do know is, it sucks to break up with people because you feel guilty for doing it. At least I would, except for a few times when they just deserved it and it felt awesome. But other than that, it does really hurt both sides, even though it may not seem that way. No matter who breaks up with who, they're both going to be really sad. And so, I just wanted to let everyone know that if someone breaks up with you, don't spend the rest of your days hating them. It's not going to get you anywhere. I try to be friends with most of my exes, and it works out pretty well. I went over to Andrew's house this morning, and I told you, because I mentioned him in another video, Andrew was my first kiss. And so, I went over to his house today, and we had fun, and we were just chill. So, you can always be friends with your exes. And sometimes it takes more time. Like with one of my boyfriends, we weren't friends for a really long time. He hated me a lot because, I hurt him, and I felt really bad, and it's understandable. And, but we're sort of friends now, which is great. And pretty much with all the other ones, I'm, like, really good friends with them, so it's awesome. And then, for the other side, now, if you've been broken up with, it does hurt a lot, and you're gonna feel unwanted, and you go through this range of emotions. It starts out with, what did I do wrong? Like, what did I do? Why did they do this? That whole thing. My ears are really big. I hate tucking my hair behind my ears. And then, after that, you'll feel, like, angry at the person. And I try not to do that because, like, it's not their fault that they were just not that into you, you know? You can't do anything about it. Now, with Lila, the only thing that I'm a lot upset about is that she's now dating a guy. And, like, it's, like, I'm happy for her, but if you're going to make a big deal about who you are, then you're going to want to try to be sort of sure. And it really hurt me when I heard that this guy asked her out and she said yes, because we used to spend, like, all this time talking about him, like, oh my gosh, he's in love with me, like, it's so sad because I'm a lesbian. Oh my gosh, that sucks, but you're dating me, so whatever. Yeah, I know, stuff like that. And so, now that she's dating him, it makes me really pissed off. And I don't know if this is true or not. I don't want to speak for her, but just, this is how I feel, so don't be hating her, but I just sort of feel like the entire thing was a lie, you know? And I don't know why, but it feels like she made a big scene out of it, and she came out on top. She has everything she wanted. She's so popular, and she has all this attention, and she has a boyfriend. And she won, you know? And I'm not trying to be like pity party for me, but it sucks right now because I have no one. She has everything, and now I'm not saying that she forced me out. She helped me, and I thank her a lot for that, but sometimes I regret it because I don't know if I was completely ready. And now I'm getting a lot of hate from people, and it really sucks, and I really don't want to blame her, but this is what happens when someone breaks up with you. Your mind always goes to blaming them. And so that was that other point. And then another thing that happens in breakups is after the hate, you're just sort of lonely for a while. And that's definitely what state I'm in. Because I miss her, you know? And, like, a better part of me thinks that we shouldn't get back together because I was really hurt. But if she ever did ask me again, I'm not saying I would say no. And you can't really blame yourself for still wanting that person because, especially if what you had was good. So, my main points for that really long video was, if you're broken up with, don't hate them. Try to be friends with them. And maybe again later it could happen again. And maybe it won't. You never know. And if you're on the opposite side of that and you're breaking up with someone, understand if they don't really want to talk to you and they need their space. But also, don't, spend your time making fun of them or anything like that, because I've dated a lot of people that are like sort of nerds or whatever, and I like it that way because they were always the nicer ones. They were the undouchey ones. Like, all the douchebags were always like the hot ones or the popular ones or whatever. And so all the people that I date, they get made fun of a lot afterwards. And my mom might be home. But anyways, and so don't join in on that, because sometimes I forget and I do, and I'll be like, yeah, why did I date them? But you know exactly why you dated them. So don't try to be cool in front of your friends or whatever, or in front of whoever it is, because you did like that person at a point. Don't act like you didn't. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Love you all. That was so long. Alright. Bye.